Honestly, do you, like many other music artists, really struggle to get your music heard on Spotify? The platform is huge and many other artists are getting millions of streams every single month, yet for some reason, you cannot do the same. Look, I know how it is, it's really tough, and in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the best strategies on promoting your music on Spotify. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, but they're all effective. So just try them all out, see what works for you. Don't skip any, watch the full video, because who knows, that might be your golden meal ticket to getting heard on Spotify. Let's run it. First thing first, I want you to look at streams not as a monetary compensation. This is a total mind shift compared to how many artists see it. First of all, Spotify is designed to rape artists of their earnings, so you're not gonna get paid anything. Just note that each stream should be seen as a person listening, as a potential fan. Meaning, if you have 1,000 people that listen to your music, you should be happy. Not like, I've only got 1,000 streams. Be like, yo, 1,000 people actually tapped in and listened to my music. Because at the end of the day, these people are gonna then be the same people that buy your merch, the same people that are gonna monetize at your concerts and all of that jazz. So remember, you wanna build a real connection with real people through organic promotion. So, if you're not making much money, it's all right, because play the long game, do it right, and it's gonna have really nice dividends. First thing first, if you wanna promote it, playlists are huge. I don't care what anybody says. Listen, record labels that have artists like Kid Laroi, Drake, every freaking big guy you can think of have hundreds of really large playlists. These labels are running the show for playlists. They take their artists, they put their music on these playlists, and then boom, the guy next thing you know gets on Release Radar and Discover Weekly. So the algorithm is everything on Spotify, so you want to be on the algorithm's good side. One of the major ways to get heard on Spotify and really grow within the Spotify algorithm is through playlists. And remember, when it comes to playlists, it's about the type of playlist. Let me explain to you. If you make rap music, then you don't want to be in a playlist for contemporary folklore music. It just doesn't make any sense. So trying to get in a couple rap playlists is going to help. You've heard this all the same. But to really find good playlists, honestly, I find it's really nice if you just go and find another artist of similar size, and then you check on their profile on the desk version. Then what you're going to see, it's going to say discovered on. It's going to have a bunch of other playlists, and then from these playlists, so they're smaller, you have a pretty decent shot of getting on these playlists. Find the curator, then reach out to them that way. Another great method to get on playlists and try to, trigger the algorithm so you can actually get heard on Spotify is by going to somebody like me, the guy with the blue Nike shirt, aka Jabari from Boost Collective. What we do, we help artists like you get on Spotify playlists. And what we do is, we have a curation process. It's not everybody gets on. However, if your music fits and it's good quality, we can help get you placed, submitting for you. And then I can trigger the algorithm and then get you more streams. Also, one thing to note when you're promoting your music on Spotify is a simple fact that just because a playlist has more people, that doesn't mean that it's more of an active playlist. Because some playlists are from 2011, and real talk, nobody listens to it. All those people that follow it are probably deactivated Spotify accounts, or just nobody gives two damns. You find a playlist, you listen to it for a little bit, you forget about it. That's just the way it goes. So make sure that's a really active playlist. Agencies are gonna make sure to do the vetting for you, but if you're gonna go by yourself, that's what you gotta understand. Also, Release Radar is huge. Hey, listen, you probably have a bigger Instagram or social media TikTok following than you do on Spotify. And the hardest part, honestly, is trying to bridge the gap between those two platforms. Trying to get them from just followers into streamers and fans. But I find Release Radar is a really good way to do it. Making people tap your pre-save link, making people follow you, and a great way is hosting giveaways where people have to follow you on Spotify. And from there, what that happens is, even if they don't listen to your music, just by simply following you on Spotify, with every single new release you have, you're gonna show up on their Release Radar. It's gonna be like just for you, Release Radar. And it's awesome because, look, just spend $50 on a giveaway, maybe like a gift card, and then if you can get 40, 50, 60 brand new followers, then over time it really adds up. And then these people tap in your music, really triggers the algorithm, more growth, and then more potential followers in the end. So just remember, it's a long game. You need to have like a system to it, and just make sure that you really get on Release Radar. Some great tips I find to get on Release Radar, like I said, it's a pre-save link, but also just making sure that people can tap in and follow you. Super important. Everything else is not as important as getting followers. Another great way to increase your streams on Spotify is, of course, making more releases. At the end of the day, demand comes after supply. If you have more songs out there and you're actually promoting it actively, you're gonna get more streams. It's like, even if you have 5 songs and they only do 10,000, whereas if you had 100 songs, not saying that you're gonna do this number, and they each did only 1,000, you're getting many more streams. It's just simple maths. The more stuff you put out there, then you're gonna be able to test what really works, what vibes with people, and then some of them are gonna be winners, So release more and more singles, less albums, and the occasional EP, of course, because the problem with albums, people don't listen to the full thing. Even these major record label artists' albums, people listen to maybe first, second week, they listen to every song, but then they pick like 3 or 4 that they really vibe with, add that to their playlist and like songs, and just skip the rest. It happens, it's just part of the game. So make sure you can focus more towards singles because you're trying to build a fan base. And then once you're somewhat there, you can drop an EP and then flourish just like the top guys. Let's go. Also, make sure you have a really sick Spotify canvas visual. Listen, this part is obviously optional. However, what I did notice, people that have canvases generally have more repeat listeners, because when somebody's listening to a playlist, then a lot of the songs aren't gonna have canvases. But if somebody's swiping through a playlist, finding a good song, then the canvas grabs their attention, and that keeps them in long enough to listen to the first couple seconds. Then once they finally get into the flow, the harmony, the rhythm of the music, then they're listening to the full song before they know it. So a canvas is a great way to grab their attention, really retain them, and then maybe, if they really like the song, get you more streams and more likes. So anything helps. You wanna add different strategies together. A canvas is pretty amazing. And look, if you don't have a canvas for yourself, I get it, it's kinda tough. Tab below because our team's gonna help you with the sickest Spotify canvas of all time. I'll see you on the other end. Also, another great way to promote music on Spotify is by getting on the algorithm playlists. Now, these algorithm playlists are, like I told you, Release Radar, but also Discover Weekly. So basically, once you release a song every single Friday, you have a chance of it getting on Discover Weekly. Release Radar is only for the songs that you just released. However, with Discover Weekly, it's any song. So as long as your song is picking up streams, getting in playlists, algorithm likes it, then boom, you can get on Discover Weekly, even with a song that's 3 years old. So you really want to promote, because once you have this Discover Weekly juice, then that can really bring in a brand new audience of people. And the great thing is, the algorithm is doing the promoting for you. Who would say no to that? You know, only like 1 in 50 artists can really have a chance of getting on Discover Weekly. However, if you promote more than these other artists, then your chances are increasing by the daily. Don't forget that social media is your best friend when it comes to Spotify. However, I find many artists do it incorrectly. Honestly, their promotion is lame, it has zero tact, and it's boring as heck. The truth is, if you want people to do stuff, you kind of have to make it not suck. And I know if I say it like this, it sounds rude, but it's kind of facts. If you want someone to actually listen to your music, number one, the music needs to be good. That's a prerequisite, but the marketing needs to be fun. Maybe try a skit video, maybe try, you know, something that people haven't really seen before, something that's maybe a giveaway. Make it so somebody is incentivized to actually participate in your music. Maybe you want to wrap them in, because if you do stuff like that, higher chances of somebody actually tapping in and checking out your stuff. Don't just put a poster out now and expect that to do the trick. It's important, but make sure that you have a full story, you know, entertaining everybody throughout the full process. Kanye West and Drake, these top artists, they're experts at really making it so someone's really incentivized to tap in the project. So make sure you have that down pat. Spotify isn't a bank. I want to read it one more time. The streams don't necessarily equal dollars. Of course, you're gonna get some compensation over long term, but don't look at it as a monetary investment. Look at it as basically a hub for you to find future fans, and then you can monetize later. This is why I always advise all digital music creators to have some sort of other side hustle with music, because real talk, the music industry isn't just music. There's so many other avenues. You really want to make sure you have all your bases covered, multiple income streams, because that's going to increase your odds of actually doing this full time. For example, I monetize on this YouTube channel. However, if I'm trying to go strictly off of the revenue from this YouTube channel, I would not have enough money to eat, pay my rent, feed my cat, do everything. So obviously with my Boost Collective services I offer you guys, it really, you know, adds up, and now I'm able to do this full time. Same thing for you. Make sure you have different revenue sources. It's all good. Get your streams up, get your fan base up, and get yourself heard today. Like always, if you want help, tap in our website. We can help you with everything, okay? Go ahead, crush it. Hope you have a damn good one.